Hello, my name is Jahan Teymurlu, and in this video I will be discussing my gamer motivation profile as part of my game history and analysis final project. A gamer motivation profile is a tool that helps you better understand your gaming preferences by asking you a series of questions about your habits when playing games. Based on your answers, the profile identifies 6 primary motivations and 12 secondary ones, giving a clear picture of the types of games and experiences you will enjoy. After taking the survey, I discovered that my quantic gamer type is a mix of skirmisher and architect. Now let's break these two types down. Skirmishers are players who like fast-paced games and hate games that require thinking and planning. On the other hand, architects are solo gamers who enjoy planning, decision making, and progression, and they prefer slow paced, relaxing games where they can plan and build something grand. At first glance, these two types seem to be different from each other. So, in this video, I will compare the results of my gamer motivation profile with my actual gameplay to see if it accurately captures my gaming habits. The two games I've chosen for this analysis are Minecraft and High on Life. Let's begin by examining the action component. The profile suggests that gamers with high action scores are aggressive and enjoy diving into the battlefield. However, my action score is quite low, which, as we'll see, doesn't align with how I actually play. Despite this, I find myself actively engaging in combat and jumping right into the action in most games. Take Minecraft for example. In the clip, you see me running directly toward a group of mobs and defeating them instantly, rather than running away. In High on Life, I apply a similar strategy. As seen in the clip, I don't hesitate to jump into the battlefield, using my gun's special ability to eliminate enemies. One effective tactic I use is launching enemies into the air with my gun's special power and then shooting them while they're still in the air. This strategy not only helps me take down enemies efficiently, but it also minimizes the risk of taking damage myself. It's clear that my gaming style is much more aggressive and tactical than the profile suggests, and that my lower action score doesn't reflect my true approach to gameplay. Next, let's look at the mastery component. Once again, my score is on the lower end. According to the profile, players with low mastery scores tend to enjoy spontaneous gameplay and prefer forgiving games, especially when mistakes are made. This, however, is a fairly accurate reflection of my gaming preferences. For example, in Minecraft, I enable the keep inventory setting because I don't like losing progress or valuable items due to simple mistakes. It's more about having fun and enjoying the game's flow rather than stressing over every tiny problem. Additionally, if I get lost during exploration, I'll often just kill myself to respawn back at my base without losing any items. I prefer playing the game in normal survival mode, which lets me focus more on enjoying the exploration and creativity aspects rather than focusing on the combat only. In short, I like to avoid frustration and enjoy a smoother, less stressful gameplay experience, and this definitely aligns with my low mastery score. Moving on to the achievement component, where my score is relatively high, players with high achievement scores are motivated to collect rare items, power-ups, and other accomplishments, often even if it requires some grinding. This describes my gaming style pretty well. In Minecraft, I'm constantly working toward acquiring max level armor and enchanting tools. I'm all about progression and improving my character's abilities so I can become as powerful as possible. Similarly, in High on Life, I focus on acquiring every possible upgrade for my weapon and abilities. As seen in the gameplay footage, I'm constantly collecting chests and coins in order to afford these upgrades. While I do enjoy becoming stronger and more capable, I'm not the type of player who goes out of my way to complete every mission or collect every single item. My approach to achievement is more about functional progress than total completion. Next is a creativity component, where my score is the highest at an impressive 96%. Gamers with high creativity scores tend to constantly experiment with new game worlds, customizing and tailoring their experience with unique designs and ideas. This component perfectly matched my playstyle in Minecraft. I spent a lot of time exploring the world to find the perfect location for my base and experimenting with different designs for structures, farms, and more. I like to mix things up to see what works the best. For example, I constantly try new block combinations for my builds, adding small details that make my structure stand out. You can see in the video when I use stairs and slabs instead of standard blocks to add depth and style to a building. Additionally, I spent a lot of time customizing my character's skin to reflect my personal style. My current skin originally had blonde hair, but I didn't like how it looked, so I decided to customize it by changing the hair color to brown. This motivation is a perfect reflection of my high creativity score. Last but not least, let's take a look at the immersion component. Gamers with high immersion scores enjoy games with rich narratives, characters, and settings so they can be deeply immersed in the worlds created by games. My results here are a bit mixed. My fantasy score is high while my story score is relatively low. I absolutely love immersing myself in new worlds and experiencing life as someone else. Even the idea of living in a different world is incredibly captivating to me. For example, High on Life takes place on an alien planet where each mission allows you to explore a new world. The gameplay lets you interact with talking guns that have their own special abilities, which is something you could never experience in real life. This sense of being part of something completely different is one of the things I love most about gaming. However, when it comes to story-driven aspects of the game, such as dialogues and quest descriptions, I tend to skip through them. While I enjoy exploring the game world, I find the narrative elements to be a bit distracting at times. In High on Life, for example, I found myself impatiently waiting for characters to finish their conversations so I could move on and explore more. This mixed score, high fantasy but low story, accurately reflects my preference for the immersion component. In conclusion, the gamer motivation profile offers a structure for understanding different gaming preferences, and most components align with my gameplay experiences. While some aspects like action components were slightly off, others such as creativity and achievement perfectly captured my motivations. By analyzing my gameplay in Minecraft and High on Life, I've better understood how I play games. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.